hardest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, they're playing at home, and they're trying to take advantage of this home crowd and try to build some momentum early. You don't see a lot of onside kicks to start the game. They tried it, but it failed, and now we're going to have to see what their defense can do, taking the field right away.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Open space at the 25. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to take a shot right away. Snags it on the right. All the way down to the 28. He's out of bounds right there. The big play has him set up.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in. And you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry. They all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field. And that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge, Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense?
Intercepted to stop the threat.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning on the Jets. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
With the catch, it's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
2nd down coming up. The give to the back. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Fights off a defender. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the 1st down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Watson. Got some room, heading to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. The nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Using the quick game. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Looking to throw on first down. He fires one deep down the right side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, LSU!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Working on the right. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance, so you got to get it out quick. You got to put enough air under the football so your receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between those two.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
To the air on second down. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
On the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. And as he throws, grabbed over the middle. It's Watkins. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Makes the grab. It's Watkins. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And more importantly, we've got an early barn burner as both teams have come out firing, as you'll see on the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. On the run, deep down the right side. A full dive to haul that one in. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth.
Ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Watson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the third and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He snags it inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it from the gun. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Auburn. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution. It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Going for 6. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Snap it to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well. I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to lead them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese, 4th and short, that means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. Back's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn!
Make no mistake about it. Bring in the beef, right? Bring in all the extra offensive linemen, the tight end. You know what we're going to do. We're going to line up, and we are going to smash 4th and goal situation. They are successful playing a little bully ball with the big boys up front.
LSU 21.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hold and fire complete. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to pass. Quarterback moving. Got the back over the middle. Still on his feet at the 35. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. LSU right back to the line.
And this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna look downfield again. And that's gonna fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it...
They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. And the roll of the dice. In their favor as they pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown LSU! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UAB just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory, and that's really the standard there in Birmingham. They'll enjoy this one all week. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on first down. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Speeding down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. He has been unstoppable, the ultimate dual threat, positively Cam-tastic.
Yeah, and that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Watkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Could we get the trainers over to the coach right now? I mean, he's got his punt team out there, and it's not 4th down. And they'll touch it dead at about the 40. the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. Makes the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Rush is on him. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Trying to get themselves back in the football game.
Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak, and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Can't get him to the ground. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
LSU quick to the line.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Makes a connection. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3, now it's second and goal. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! Quick strike through the air for the score.
one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete to the left. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down.
Yeah, the receivers got to do a better job in ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free. And this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it to keep possession.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. He tries to take the top off. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pulls it in. It's Barber. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Quarterback making adjustments. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They'll try to get outside. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Quick strike complete. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
LSU right back to the line.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
Fires to the right. That's reeled in. It's Watkins. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Plows through the defense. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Fires on the move. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. LSU quick to the line. He is having a day, and there's still ways to go, but pretty soon he might make a call on Kayshon Boutte's single-game receiving record.
Yeah, if I'm him, I'm going to my QB guy. Listen, dog, I'm close. Feed me that rock. I want to go get the record. Nobody's guarding me. Nobody can stop me. Just get it to me, and I'll make the plays for you. And right now, listen, if I'm the LSU quarterback, I'm like, yeah, you keep doing that, I'll keep feeding you the rock.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
On third down, he drops the throw. Got his man quicker. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, LSU! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this team's belief in their self. I love the way they responded. Listen, you're playing against a ranked team, a perceived better team. You get down early, but you don't quit, Jesse. You keep fighting. Man, they took the lead in this football game. You talk about heart and belief, they got it.
You're absolutely right, David. And that's one of the things this coaching staff is always harping on this team about. You play until there's zeros on the clock. You keep fighting. It doesn't matter how much you get down by. You play the next play, and they slowly but surely have scratched and clawed their way right back into this game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Steps away to find some room.
And I think everybody holds their breath when that QB is back to throw, and he's right near the goal line. You never know if it's truly a safety, but he just gets out of the end zone and avoids the safety.
From his end zone, he'll go up top. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. We We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Wilkins. And the wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So here comes the Auburn offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Here's a heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Watson. Turning it on. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Looking to throw again. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the back. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Dances away to buy time. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
That's why as a defense it's so important to win early downs. You win first and second down, you set up third and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
Punt is on its way. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like...
Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.